If you have ever walked into a room and caught that musty smell, or spotted a dark patch on the wall and thought, please don't let that be mold, you are not alone. Mold is one of those home problems that feels overwhelming, but once you understand what causes it and how to tackle it, it becomes way more manageable. In this video, I am going to walk you through 3 things: how to spot mold early, how to clean it up safely, and how to stop it from coming back. By the end, you will know exactly what to do when you see it and what to change in your home so it does not keep returning. Let's start with what mold actually is. Mold is a type of fungus that grows wherever it finds 3 things: moisture, the right temperature, and something to feed on, like wood, drywall, paper, or even dust. Mold spreads using tiny spores that float through the air. Those spores land on damp surfaces and start to grow. It can show up as black, green, white, or gray spots, and sometimes it is hiding behind paint, baseboards, or furniture. Some people barely react to mold. Others get sneezing, coughing, itchy eyes, or worsened asthma and breathing problems, especially kids, older adults, or anyone with allergies or lung issues. So this is not just a looks bad problem. It is a home and health problem. There are a few big triggers that almost always sit behind mold: leaks from roofs, windows, or plumbing; high humidity, like in bathrooms, basements, and laundry areas; and poor ventilation, where steam and moisture have nowhere to go and just sit on surfaces. The key idea is this: if moisture hangs around longer than about 24 to 48 hours, mold has a chance to move in. Before we jump into cleaning, you need to know when this is a DIY job and when it is not. As a general rule of thumb, if the moldy area is larger than about 10 square feet, which is roughly a 3-foot by 3-foot patch, or if it keeps coming back after you clean it, that is the point where you should call a professional. Large areas often mean hidden water damage or mold inside walls, insulation, or flooring that you cannot see. Also get help if you notice mold inside your HVAC system, if a whole room smells musty all the time, or if anyone in the home has serious respiratory issues. For smaller areas, like a patch in the shower, around a window, or on a small section of wall, you can usually handle it yourself with the right steps and the right safety gear. So let's talk about safety first. When you disturb mold, you can release more spores into the air, and you do not want those in your lungs or all over your house. Before you start, put on an N95 mask or a similar respirator, rubber or nitrile gloves, safety goggles, and clothes that cover your arms and legs. If you have long hair, tie it back. If you have asthma or strong allergies, consider letting someone else do the cleaning or bringing in a pro. You also want good airflow, but not in a way that blows spores through the whole house. Open a window in the room you are working in, if you can, and close the door to that room so spores stay contained. If there is an exhaust fan that vents outside, like in a bathroom, turn that on. Now let's walk through a step-by-step process to clean small, surface-level mold safely. Step 1. Find all the affected areas. Do a slow, detailed walkthrough of the house. Focus on bathrooms, around tubs and showers, under sinks, around windows, along baseboards, closets that share a wall with a bathroom, basements, laundry rooms, and anywhere you have had leaks before. Look for discoloration, specks, staining, peeling paint, or fuzzy patches on walls, ceilings, caulking, grout, and windowsills. If something smells musty but you do not see anything, check behind furniture that sits against exterior walls, behind curtains, and inside undersink cabinets. Step 2. Contain the space. Once you pick your first spot to work on, close the door to that room. If there is no door, you can hang a plastic sheet or even an old sheet as a temporary barrier to reduce airflow and spore spread. Open a window in that room if possible. Place an old towel on the floor under the area you are working on to catch drips and debris. Step 3. Lightly dampen the moldy area. Before you start scrubbing, lightly mist the moldy surface with clean water from a spray bottle. The goal is not to soak the wall, but just to keep dust and spores from becoming airborne while you clean. This is especially useful on dry, dusty mold patches on walls or baseboards. Step 4. Choose the right cleaner for the surface. For most hard, non-porous surfaces like tile, glass, sealed countertops, and metal, the main goal is to physically scrub the mold off with a cleaner and then dry the area fully. A simple detergent and water solution works well for these surfaces, and many experts now suggest starting there before reaching for harsher products. Here are some options. A mild detergent and warm water, used with a scrub brush or sponge, is effective for many bathroom surfaces and tiles. White distilled vinegar, used undiluted in a spray bottle, can also be effective on many household molds, especially on porous or semi-porous surfaces like grout and unfinished wood. Spray it on, let it sit for at least an hour, then scrub and dry. If you choose to use a diluted bleach solution, follow safety guidelines carefully. A common mix is 1 cup of bleach to 1 gallon of water, used only in well-ventilated areas and never mixed with ammonia or other cleaners. Bleach can disinfect surfaces, but agencies like the EPA emphasize that physical removal of mold and moisture control matter more than just killing spores, and bleach is not recommended as a routine, first-line cleaner on every surface. It is also not very effective on porous materials because it does not penetrate deeply. Step 5. Scrub thoroughly and remove the residue. Use a scrub brush or stiff sponge to work on the affected area. You want to remove both the visible mold and any residue clinging to the surface. For grout lines or textured surfaces, a small brush, like an old toothbrush, can help you get into the crevices. Rinse the area with clean water if the product calls for it, or wipe it down with a clean, damp cloth, then go over it again with a dry cloth to remove moisture. Anything disposable that comes into direct contact with mold, like paper towels, old rags, or heavily contaminated sponges, should go straight into a trash bag. Seal the bag before taking it out of the house. Step 6. Decide what needs to be thrown away. Some materials do not clean well once mold gets inside them. Things like ceiling tiles, carpet padding, unsealed particle board, and seriously water-damaged drywall usually need to be removed and replaced. Mold can grow inside these materials, not just on the surface, so even if you wipe the top, it can return. If you see mold under paint that keeps bubbling or peeling, or if drywall feels soft or crumbly, that is another sign that material may need to be cut out rather than scrubbed. Step 7. Dry the area completely. This part is non-negotiable. Mold needs moisture to grow, so after cleaning, you must get surfaces dry as quickly as you can. Use fans, open windows if the weather allows, run the bathroom exhaust fan, and use a dehumidifier in damp rooms. Aim to have visible moisture gone within 24 to 48 hours. Keep checking the area over the next few days to make sure no new spots are forming. Once the area is fully dry, you can add an extra layer of protection if it is a place that tends to stay damp. For example, after repairing and drying a bathroom wall, you can repaint with a high-quality paint labeled as mold-resistant or mildew-resistant. In closets or basements that get humid, using a dehumidifier, moisture absorber, or improving airflow with vents and fans can make a big difference. Now let's talk about prevention, because that is where you really win against mold. The core rule is simple. Control moisture and you control mold. Here are the main habits and changes that matter. Keep indoor humidity ideally between 30 and 50%. Mold risk jumps if humidity stays above about 60%. A small digital hygrometer is an inexpensive way to keep an eye on this in basements, bathrooms, and bedrooms. Use exhaust fans every time you shower or cook, and let them run for about 20 minutes afterward so steam is actually pulled out, not just pushed around. Fix leaks as soon as you notice them. Even a slow drip under a sink or a small roof leak can feed mold behind cabinets and walls over time. Dry items quickly. Do not leave damp towels in a pile, wet bath mats on the floor, or clothes in the washer overnight. Check high-risk areas regularly. Around windows where condensation collects, under sinks in basements, near your water heater, and around your AC unit or furnace. If you keep seeing mold in the same spot, even after you clean it and try to control moisture, that usually means there is a hidden water problem behind the surface. That is another clear sign to bring in a professional to investigate. The goal is not to eliminate every mold spore in your home. That is impossible. The real goal is to stop mold from having the conditions it needs to grow into a problem. When you control moisture, improve airflow, and clean small spots properly, you cut off its fuel source. So if you are feeling overwhelmed, start small. Pick one room. Maybe it is the bathroom where the ceiling always looks a little spotted, or the basement corner that smells musty. Put on your protective gear, follow the steps to clean the visible mold, and then make one change that supports long-term prevention, like adding a dehumidifier or using the fan more consistently. Over time, these small changes add up to a healthier home. Fewer musty smells, fewer surprise black spots on the wall, and less worry about what your kids are breathing in. If you are dealing with recurring mold, large areas, or you suspect it is spreading behind walls or through your HVAC system, do not hesitate to get professional help. It feels like a big step, but when it comes to your family's health and your home's structure, it is often worth the investment. Remember, the key to mold management is knowing how to identify it early, remove it safely, and then change the conditions so it cannot easily come back. One room at a time, one habit at a time, you can get back that sense of control and peace in your home. If you are dealing with recurring mold, large areas, or you suspect it is spreading behind walls or through your HVAC system, do not hesitate to get professional help. It feels like a big step, but when it comes to your family's health and your home's structure, it is often worth the investment. Remember, the key to mold management is knowing how to identify it early, remove it safely, and then change the conditions so it cannot easily come back. One room at a time, one habit at a time, you can get back that sense of control and peace in your home. If you want a bit more help staying on track, I put together a printable checklist and room-by-room mold prevention guide that walks you through exactly what to look for, what to fix, and what to clean in each space. You can grab it using the link in the description. If this video helped you, take a second to hit like so more people dealing with the same mold mess can find it. And if you want more step-by-step home care videos like this, subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss the next one. Your healthier, low-stress home really does start with these small, consistent changes.